everyone around you is like stressing about homeschool, and you're like, my kid is 3 or younger, or maybe has a developmental delay and is like they're 3 or younger, and you're like, for me, homeschool doesn't even cut it. But you don't want this time to go to waste. You're willing to do whatever it takes for your kid, but you don't have the training. You've come to the right place. My name is Julie Meyer, and I happen to know that you as a parent have powers far greater than any of us therapists or educators can ever have. Keep watching. The other thing, this was a married couple that I was working with, and so for their second week, I had them take on something that they were going to do for their relationship with each other. Actually, this was the third week. Let me go back to that. The second thing was I myself am what is often called religious. This was a religious family that I was working with. So I'm going to first say from a religious perspective, but then I know not everybody is religious. There's a way to do something parallel from a non-religious perspective. So for the second week, I had them take on a commitment, 5 to 10 minutes a day, of what they were going to do for their relationship with God, to nurture that place of it's not all on me, it's not all coming from me. I do what I can, and for people who are religious, let hand the rest to God. And also the strength doesn't have to all come from me. For those of us who are religious, the strength can also come from God. And we're going to talk about this from a non-religious perspective in a moment. Of course, I do this with clients who are not all religious, so there's another way to look at that. But what each of these, each member of this couple that I was talking about at the beginning of today's discussion took on was something to do with prayer. So, in our religion, there's the same religion as me. We're Orthodox Jews. There's a set of morning blessings that we say, and men often say them as part of their morning prayer service, and working mothers with children is something I can relate to. Often say them. I know of one woman who I highly respect, who I heard she says them while driving to work in the morning. So the level of intent and connection is not what we would like. So this woman this mother who's very busy, large family, lots of work responsibilities, lots of family responsibilities, and she also is just a very responsible person who takes a lot on herself. She decided that before she got out of bed in the morning, or maybe before she opened the door to let family responsibilities in the morning, she was going to take time to say those blessings just with full intention. And that was the commitment for that week. And this is maybe 2 pages of blessings. That's about 5 minutes. A very small commitment with which, when I reflected with her, had a big impact for her. For the husband in our community, men daven, say their prayers together as a group. A group of 10 or more men. And he also is a busy father with a big family who takes on work commitments even in the evenings, and has other work commitments throughout his day that take him to different parts of the community. And he, previous to this discussion, was often finding himself running in at the very last minute, or maybe even a little bit late to these prayer services. So his commitment was to show up, I think maybe 5 minutes early, so that he could be fully present from the beginning, which of course affects the energy of the rest of that prayer service for him. And in his reflection, he said that he was very connected with that. And for his self-care, I hadn't mentioned his self-care, there was a text on faith that he that he had taken on to help him get grounded. But it was a short text that he was just reviewing over and over. So again, I'm coming from a religious perspective with a lot of my own self-commitments, and this family was also, but I also want to talk to people who themselves don't connect with that. So it might be that your self-care, could be physical exercise, might be going for a walk, if that's an option that's open to you, or, you know, there are plenty of YouTube videos that you could do for yourself. If you are not religious, but many people consider themselves not religious or spiritual, it might be that this is where you place your meditation practice. That could be powerful for a lot of people. It might be something that you haven't done in the past, but have heard the benefits of from other people and have been curious about taking on for yourself. It might be that now is the time to do a 5-minute meditation. Another thing that's very powerful for people, for a lot of people who are or are not religious, is to keep a gratitude journal. And it could be for 5 minutes a day. It could be for, if this is, you're under the radar, just write down in your journal, or just say out loud, I am grateful for. Thankfully, a lot of us still do have food and electricity and running water, and I am noticing them and expressing my gratitude for these things more frequently than I did previously. If you hear something above, I am videotaping this in the basement. I'm waking up at 5 in the morning to make these videos so that I could be ready for my girls to wake up at 7, and my husband is just getting up for his day above me. So if there's some sound, I apologize. Might hear that sound in future videos as well. So, gratitude journal, maybe a little bit of meditation, or just playing a favorite song and dancing to it with the headphones on, so that's your own private, connected kind of moment to get your energy going. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please click like and share with anybody you think can benefit from it. For more videos like this, please subscribe. To request a video on a topic that we haven't covered yet, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll see that, and if I get enough interest, I'll make a new video. Also, you don't have to do this alone. You could join the discussion in our private Facebook group, and the link is in the comment box down below. Or if you're interested in working with me personally, send me a PM on Facebook and we'll make a time to talk. In the meantime, use your powers and take care.